Once upon a time, a party used to comprise of mushroom vol au vents, baby sham, and cheese on a stick. Today, that's all changed. With people splashing out up to $1 million on parties, weddings and special celebrations, now it's all about the look at me grand entrance. Champagne, not just by the glass, and the 5-star entertainment. No more so than in the north of England, where extravagant do's are as much a symbol of your wealth as your car or your house. Planning these parties can earn you over $80,000 a year, and it's a shrewd career move. Party planner to the northern elite is Liz Taylor.
The secret to a good party is moi. We've done Gary Barlow, Michelle Keegan and Mark Wright. We just did their wedding. Eamon Holmes, he'll have to wait. I'll have to call you back.
In this business, you need an eye for detail.
My first impression is that it's shite.
Blue sky thinking.
I saw a bong.
And endless ideas to trump the last party.
It's a bespoke DVD. You become the star of the show.
One arm and then the other, Andy. Lovely, yeah.
Fuck it, I'm expensive, but you're going to get an amazing product.
But just what does it take to stay at the top of your game? Tonight, an extravagant bar mitzvah that this 13-year-old birthday boy will remember forever. New recruit Lily looks for the next big thing for a 40th birthday party.
Couldn't really use this because it's not hollow inside, but if I could find something quite similar.
And it's a dance floor disaster at one of the biggest charity balls of the year.
Ellie, is this what we ordered? Black and white.
Yeah.
Just before I say anything, don't freak.
It's the start of the week, and on the outskirts of Manchester,
It's your leader.
party planner to the rich and famous Liz Taylor
OK, I'm here.
is gearing up for her busiest period of the year.
Forget your holidays, girls.
And the pressure is on her team of 4 staff.
We've got 24 events, we've got £2 million worth of business. Ellie, you've got the Dalglish tasting coming up. That has to be right. And then the bar mitzvah is not in my diary. That drives me mental. I can't bet. Why is it not in my diary? So all you've got to do my diary. Marianne's 40th you're doing.
Yeah.
I want you to arrange a site visit, cocktail tasting, food tasting. I want that sorted and done. In fact, we could go to the rest. Sorry, Eamon Holmes, he'll have to wait. I'll have to call you back, I'm afraid. I'm a little busy.
All right, we'll just say it's yes.
Marvellous, marvellous. Bye, 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 bye. As long as everyone knows what they're doing, you cannot fuck up at all. Have you got any questions? You're not allowed to answer a question. You're new, you do as you're told.
She has an extremely high expectation of her staff. Sometimes possibly a little bit higher than humanly possible.
Can somebody give me Big Day's number?
It's all go. You never know from one day to the next what it's going to be like when you go in the office.
Any words? I think it's absolutely shite.
Yeah, I've had bollocking shit me. I've had some major ones, yeah. But I'm still here.
Liz charges anything up to $1 million per party.
It's the attention to detail that sets me apart from everybody else.
So the pressure on Liz to stay on top of her game is huge.
My suppliers are handpicked because they deliver to my expectation.
Liz is on her way to meet her latest client in leafy Bowden. It's one of Manchester's most affluent suburbs, home to footballers, soap stars and multimillionaires.
We've been talking about a party for many years.
One of the Northwest's most exclusive nutritionists, Marianne is being treated by her husband, a wealthy businessman, to a 40th birthday party she'll never forget.
I decided to throw a party at home. This is hopefully going to be a club-type party that's going to rock.
House parties are really popular at the moment. You can take your own booze, you can take your own drink in, you can do exactly what you want, you can open the doors, close the doors when you want.
We've paid a lot of money for this party. I mean, you think you're going to pay X amount and obviously that escalates because you get giddy with the ideas and Liz gets giddy for you. Hi.
With bespoke parties like these, nothing comes cheap.
We are paying for her to manage it, for all her ideas and for her to give me a party and my dream.
Marianne is a nutritionist. Gym fanatic, eats but doesn't swallow. It's like chew but, or, you know, it's like no carbs, only protein.
I do eat.
When you're spending thousands on an event, the invitation should give a taste of what's to come.
I think that we do a recipe on the back, the party diet. Please chew slowly, but do not swallow. So it's all a bit of fun.
A bit of fun, but people probably actually do it.
What?
The challenge now is to change this £2 million home into a nightclub. Having never worked for Marianne before, Liz must wow her with her party plan.
All this shit is being cleared out. The bar is going right across here. This is the dance floor. This is the room that they're going to party. I think the cocktails that we make should be bespoke to her. Maybe think of the glassware that we could use.
Okay.
We need to choose, 6 different cocktails? People aren't going to be short of a drink.
In this town, bar mitzvahs are a multi-million-pound business.
All right, will do. Thank you.
Liz has helped hundreds of Jewish mothers arrange their son's special day for the last 30 years.
Right, come on, girls, for mitzvah mode.
Today, Liz's team are brainstorming ideas for entrepreneur Richard Benjamin and his wife Charlotte, who want to make their son's bar mitzvah cutting edge.
So far, the key thing, the pièce de résistance for them, is this video that they're having done. So it's all pre-recorded in and around town of Dylan. It's quite up to the minute. And then we've got the emojis, which I am desperate to use. You know, the smiley face for the table names, table numbers, and...
Sunglasses, winking one.
The
We
wink.
do the monkey with its hands over its face. Yes.
She'll love it. She'll absolutely love it. We do quite a number of bar mitzvahs, and the fact that I'm Jewish, they know that I understand, you know, what's important and what's not important. Every Jewish mother counts the moments from the day he's born to when they're going to have the mitzvah. I mean, I have people that book me 3 or 4 years hence.
The Benjamins, who are paying tens of thousands for their party, have arrived, and Liz is ready to wow them with her modern idea for the table's centrepieces.
The vibe is young. Everything that we're doing is quite young. And at the moment now, everyone's tweeting, hashtagging, you know, it's all that. And every message you send is ended with either a smiley face or 2 fingers, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I just say, it looks like the Happy Eater. It's not that I have anything against the Happy Eater, it's just not the vibe that we're going for.
Let's do it like a Twitter. So let's do hashtag get me a drink. So it's a little bit like a tweet. Hashtag my family. Hashtag his family. Hashtag my best friends. No, then you get yourself in a pickle, don't you?
Sorry, I missed
What
the
about
beginning.
naming them after cocktails? Each table after a different cocktail.
Because I think it's naff. I've done it, it's naff. I'm not doing numbers, I'm determined.
Okay,
not to
that's
do numbers.
fine.
It's called compromise, Charlotte. A bit disappointed that she's not gone with the emojis. Lots of the ideas that I was really excited about, but she killed it completely and really pissed on my chips. Girls, I'll see you later.
Across town, Liz has a food tasting with Chef to the Stars David Vanderhook.
I've only been working with David Vanderhook for a couple of years. He's done canapes for Madonna, Sultan of Brunei, you name it, he's done it. So that was why he was handpicked to do Marianne's party.
If he's good enough for Madonna, he should be good enough for Marianne.
When the client does spend a lot of money, they want it right. So we get sushi grade tuna sliced, served with the mango and avocado salsa. So per portion for this particular dish, it probably works out at around about £3.50 to £4, just for 1 spoon.
With the average food bill accounting for about a fifth of your party budget, it's crucial the food makes an impression.
It's not comfortable. And the sides dig into your mouth and smudge all your lipstick.
Well,
Eating
look.
it. I know. It's safe.
All right, guys. Ooh. So I'll leave you to that, see what you think. OK.
Slate's a bit done to death, but I think that looks worse than slate. I just think it looks a bit cheap.
Right, come on.
And I want something a bit different.
Marianne wants the food presentation to turn heads, not stomachs, so the pressure is now on Liz to reinvent the plate.
The food we love, absolutely delicious. I think what we're going to do is try and inject a little bit of the flavour of the event into the presentation.
Right, OK.
So, you know, it's a bit sort of shoes and handbags and a bit glamorous. So
Oh, I
I'm going
see.
to do a Perspex bowl, maybe with a Jimmy Choo shoe in.
Right.
If you have any. One or two, yeah.
So you're going to put a bit of fashion into it as well. I think that's great.
Thanks, David.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Some of our customers are really demanding. I feel I attract demanding people. You have to be completely flexible with these people. If you can't do something, no's not the right answer.
This party is very much about making a bit of an impression, and it's got to be wow, gorgeous, fabulous, and sometimes chefs don't think out of the box like that, but that's what she's paying me to do.
In Manchester, the event business rakes in billions of pounds a year, and the client list reads like a who's who of northern celebrities.
I'm at the top of my game with the celebs. We've done Eamon Holmes, we've done Gary Neville, we've done Gary Barlow, we've done Howard from Take That, we've done Coronation Street for the past 20 years, Manchester United since 1993. It's endless.
Trying to stay at the top of her game in an incredibly competitive industry is Liz Taylor.
Lily?
Yeah?
Come in here a minute, I've got a task for you.
With her new client Marianne's 40th fast approaching,
Right, have you got your pad and pen?
I do.
Liz knows her ideas need to be cutting edge.
The big thing for her is the cocktails.
Yeah.
We mentioned the glow-in-the-dark cups, but I've been doing those for a long time, and so I think we need to move on.
Liz, a grandmother of one, is calling on the expertise of 23-year-old trainee Lily.
As you're the youngest and trendiest and funkiest and most inspiring, I want you to come back to me with 6 innovative nightclub-style ways of me delivering these cocktails.
There's actually a bar that I've been to recently, and they served a cocktail in like a mini bathtub with bubbles and like popping candy and a little mini rubber duck.
Amazing.
How cute.
Amazing. Why didn't I think of that? But that's not one of your 6. That's the extra one. No. So go and find me 6.
Okay.
And obviously I need a cost per item. Bearing in mind that I'm going to be ordering them in the hundreds. And it can be a bit naughty. It's a 40th birthday party.
Okay.
Off you go.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm giving her all sorts of different tasks because I want to see how far I can stretch her. If she lets me down, I'll be really upset because there's something in here that I really want her to succeed because I know she's got potential.
With the cocktails entrusted to new girl Lily, it's time to sort the cake. Voted Britain's best celebration cake business, Slattery's of North Manchester have been supplying Liz Taylor's parties for the past 3 decades and can make any cake to order, however outrageous.
If you wanted to buy a copy of your dress for your wedding, it would cost you around about £4,000.
She's a keep fit freak, and then I'd like her in workout gear on a pair of scales.
With the clock counting down on nutritionist Marianne's 40th birthday, Liz is phoning through her cake order.
And the colours of the invite are black and like a shiny purple.
And then do a few bits and pieces like weights and odd gym equipment on the top of the cake and that sort of thing. We could do that, couldn't we?
Brilliant, brilliant. I can't wait to see it. John, thanks a lot. I'll email you the details. Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay,
Take care. Bye.
Oh, Terry, we've got another last-minute one here for you.
Yeah.
So, whatever you were going to do with this, we're going to do this with it now, all right? So this is for TLC, and we're going to do a 12-inch square cake. The theme's sort of black and purple. She's a Keep Fit fanatic, nutritionist. So they've sent us a picture of her, so I've just printed that off on there. Lizzie's idea is they'd like us stood on a set of scales, and then we'll use purple and black on the ivory as the decoration around the cake.
Yeah, that's great.
Do it that way. All right.
Okay.
With Marianne's cake on order, 23-year-old intern Lily heads to a prop warehouse to find the coolest cocktail containers.
I don't know how I'd really describe these old gentlemen. Liz usually comes up with these ideas, but she's come to me. This warehouse contains props that are used at parties, films, TV shows. I'm just having a look today to get some inspiration, really.
Having only worked for Liz for 3 months, this is Lily's big moment to prove herself.
We could maybe put Marianne's face on a mug, and we couldn't really use this because it's not hollow inside, but if I could find something quite similar that could make a really cool cocktail, maybe do a bit of smoke coming out of it, I could open it up maybe and put the drink in there. Literally taken about 1,000 pictures on here, but it's used up all my memory. It wouldn't surprise me if Liz would have had one of these back in the day running the old business.
In central Manchester, Liz's clients, the Benjamins, have brought their 13-year-old son to a bar with film crew, the Jacobson brothers.
The Jacobson brothers, Pinky and Perky, you can't tell them apart, have got an amazing product. It's a bespoke DVD. You become the star of the show. They film you in and around wherever you want. They choreograph it and they beam you into the party. So you want to make a grand entrance, you make it with the Jacobson boys.
Great.
Every Jewish mother wants their boy's bar mitzvah to be the best, and the Benjamins have a plan to trump everyone else's.
Dylan, tidy your room!
These party videos cost up to 5,000 quid.
So the concept here is that we're producing an entrance film which will actually be played on screens around the venue as though it's a live video, as though it's been happening in live action beforehand, and then at the very end of the film, as on the film Dylan walks through the doors, he will in actuality walk through the doors.
Don't believe me, just watch. Mother Charlotte is behind the film's concept.
Bar mitzvah means that he's now become a man. And obviously at 13 you're not a man, but it's kind of, we're doing it in an ironic way. Pretend that Dylan's having a night out on the town with a couple of honeys that he's picked up in his limo. Just something a little bit fun and different to entertain the guests and also to amuse me.
One arm and then the other, Andy. Lovely, yeah. Undo his button for me. Now smile, enjoy it. Yeah, we're loosening off. That's right.
I've worked at a few bar mitzvahs before, so I know that this type of thing happens, and every time I go to it, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think this is the biggest that I've done.
Great, thank you very much. Dylan's become more and more relaxed around the girls, which has given more and more natural footage, so yeah, it's been good.
I think to put our own individual stamp on it with a little bit of Benjamin humour is definitely the order of the evening, and I really hope that we've achieved that, and if we've not, then I think there's a problem with everybody else rather than us, because we've certainly enjoyed ourselves, and that's the main thing. It's all about the Benjamins.
Liz is en route to her next party.
Charity balls. I'm very into charity balls. I handpick 2 or 3 a year. If I produce a spectacular ball, I invariably get 3 or 4 events from it.
The Marina Dalgleish Breast Cancer Charity Ball is one of the biggest events in Liz's calendar. Marina, wife of Scottish football legend Kenny, has hired Liz for 12 years.
Morning.
And this year, she wants Liz to really push the boat out.
No one's speaking to me. That's ominous. Ellie, is this what we ordered? Black and white?
Yeah.
Just before I say anything, don't freak. Tell me honestly, do you not think that we should have black with lights in?
It might look better.
Exactly.
It's your choice, isn't it?
Exactly. Who are you on to?
Sarah.
Tell her you phone her back in a minute.
I'll phone you back.
I want you to see if you can sort out for me a black dance floor with the lights in, because I don't think this looks right. Just hang on.
Hi, Kieran.
With the chessboard dance floor sent packing, charity founder Marina and her colleague Diane are at the venue to talk to Liz about her plans.
How are you? Our charity, we started off about 11 years ago when I had breast cancer. And we started off as a one-off to raise some money to say thank you to the doctors and nurses. And it's still going 12 years later.
Last year, the ball raised a total of £250,000 for breast cancer. Marina is hoping this year they'll rake in even more.
I've made the stage bigger.
All right.
Because the band is bigger this year.
As we get nearer the event, the stress levels definitely rise. I'm not sleeping. I send people emails in the middle of the night because we're doing things a little bit different this year. A different venue, we get different caterers.
With tensions riding high, Liz is hoping testing the event's menu will settle everyone's nerves.
There's probably only 2 people I'm scared of in this world. One's my ex-wife and the other one's Liz.
Feeding everyone will be Liz's other favourite chef, Matt Barrett, who Liz has employed for the last 15 years.
I think Matt Barrett is excellent at what he does. I know I keep him on his toes. I know, and he knows, that his reputation has been built on my success. That fuck knows what he says about me, but who cares?
You know when the phone rings and Liz is on the other end, you know it's going to be an exciting job. She demands very high standards. There's no grey areas. Because if Liz doesn't like it, trust me, she'll tell me. There we go, we've got an assiette of desserts.
Today, Matt's trying out a new spin on an old favourite. lemon meringue pud.
What is it?
It's just a piece of lemon tart.
I don't like the look of that personally because I don't like the cream on the top. This is not me being awkward, this is me being honest.
Why don't you like the lemon?
I don't like the cream on the top of that. It looks bought and I know it'll taste divine, but I don't like this on the top. I don't like that on the top. It looks like shop cream, but could you do it the other way around? Could you have the cream on the bottom, then the lemon, then the biscuit on the top with the meringue?
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, why don't you try it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the taste that I doubt. It's just I
Just
don't.
try it.
Go on, carry on. Go on. From my perspective, we have a pudding issue, which will be resolved. I didn't like the cream on top. I know they did. It just looked to me like we've got a thing of cream and piped it on the top. I don't know if there's any other way we can deliver it. You know, we do better stuff than that.
There's always sometimes a few issues, and Liz made a few points about one of the desserts. Sometimes it can be fucking frustrating, to be honest with you. The thing we've got to do now is nail that dessert on the evening and prove to Liz that we can do that perfect.
It's the day of Dylan's bar mitzvah.
I mean, this is currently Grumpy and Happy's birthday party because it's so bloody low. So we need to get it as high as we possibly can.
We will do.
Pushed right in. Yeah? Okay.
And with just a few hours to set up the venue, Liz is obsessing over the table settings.
Gutted about the table numbers, but never mind. We started off with the, you know, smiley faces, the emoticon, whatever they're called. I thought this was the most bloody brilliant idea because nobody's ever done it, it's very hip, it's very in, they all tweet. No. So I'm back down to table numbers. I mean, please. Not quite what I wanted. So where do you pick up live camera?
Where we'll pick up is that once he walks in the room here, so we'll leave the screen.
With her wings clipped on the table numbers, Liz is now flapping about the bar mitzvah boy Dylan's grand entrance video.
This is the plan, right? Everybody, right? When this video is playing, I'm going to be stood here. We'll have one of our guys, Tom, if I may, in there. And you're just going to watch me. As soon as the double doors open, I'm going to give you the nod, right? And you're going to start slowly just pulling it back. He's got to make an entrance. Brilliant. Fabulous.
Dream team.
Fabulous.
Just in time. Mum Charlotte can't wait any longer.
You can have 2 plasma screens here for his entrance so that everyone is looking this way when we do the entrance DVD, OK? Yeah. The other stuff that we're doing...
So where will we stand when we're doing will we stand on
You'll stand on the stage.
And then look to
Yeah, but everyone will be looking here, OK?
It's now just 2 hours until Dylan's big video entrance.
You're happy where you're sitting?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm fine where I'm sitting. I put all my best friends on the top table, so I've made sure that if they're friends, I'll put them next to each other. If they're not, I don't put them next to each other.
OK, it's countdown time. Obviously, the tensions are high, but tonight is about Dylan, and I'm going to make sure he has the best time ever.
After 12 hours of prep, it's party time. And the moment of Dylan's premiere.
Now, it's at this point where, ideally, we'd be announcing Dylan's entrance into the room. We last saw him yesterday afternoon. He disappeared sharpish when I asked him to tidy his room, and we haven't seen him since. But don't worry. I'm a Jewish mother. I had him followed. Let's see what he's been up to. Please cast your eyes to the screens.
This shit that ice cold, Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
My opening sequence was just absolutely brilliant when he came in. It was an amazing video. It's just got the party started. They're all as high as a kite in there. When you see the looks on the faces, when the whole thing happens and comes together, that makes it just all worthwhile. It's brilliant. The only thing is those table numbers.
In Greater Manchester, party planner Liz Taylor and her team are hard at work.
And I get discount because I'm a very important person.
This year, Liz will organise 100 events. One of them will see a large and lavish Manchester home transformed into a nightclub.
Lily, do you want to just come in and update me?
Yeah.
Looking to impress her client, Liz put the pressure on new girl Lily to deliver some cracking cocktail glasses.
Have you not got notes or anything?
No, I've not got any notes at the moment, no. I've just got all my pictures and everything, and then I've got all my ideas on...
OK, so do you want to bring the pictures in?
Yeah, they're all on my phone.
Well, it's like 2 weeks.
No, I know, I've got them on my phone, I just need to email them across to my...
I know, but this should all be prepared, because the tasting originally was this week.
Yeah.
Right, so why is it not done?
Because I've just been doing loads of other bits.
But what other bits? You haven't. This is a job that I asked you to do. Get me the pictures and bring them in. And the ideas and the costs of where you're going to get them from and how much they all are. I don't want them on your phone. I want them printed off, or I want them on a piece of paper, or I want them on an email in a file that says cocktail ideas. I gave her a task, and where are the pictures on a sodding iPhone? Well, you know, I'm not interested. I'm running a business here, and I want to see pictures, I want to see ideas, I want to see costs, I want to see options, I want her preferences, and I want it on the table in a proper presentation form for me to go, yes, I want that, 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 and that. Right, what have we got?
OK, so the pineapple, and I thought maybe we could use a real one and maybe give us sort of like hula effects. No?
I want cool. I don't want something that's come from a Caribbean cocktail bar.
Okay.
I want something that's cool and trendy and...
well, you said naughty and I saw a bong. I don't know if that's just pushing it a bit too far. I reckon they'd be quite expensive, though, to buy stuff like that. Saw this little post box and I thought maybe if they were doing like a red cocktail, like a Bloody Mary, could get mini ones of those and put it in.
How would you put the cocktail in it?
Well, obviously we'd have to find something else and not a penny box.
Right.
Or we could maybe just buy something and paint it, but I think I can probably find like an empty one. Or, going back to the Bloody Mary idea, I saw like a battered Campbell's soup tin.
Where was the battered soup tin?
I just saw that online when I googled like innovative cocktail ideas. I saw that.
So you haven't investigated how you get them?
Well, I think we can definitely get soup tins. You could just bob down to your local supermarket, couldn't you?
Right, so basically what you've done is you've been to the prop house.
Yeah.
You've taken your pictures.
Yeah.
But you've not done anything else with it. I need the information, otherwise I might as well go and do it myself. Come back to me with all the prices, all the ideas that you like, and the quantities I can get, and how long it'll take to get them. And in the meantime, I want 1 can.
Okay.
I want a bath.
I'm actually just looking now where else I can get mini bathtubs from. I reckon Amazon or somewhere will sell them.
That's your job.
Yeah.
She was given this task to go and do it. And why hasn't she done it? God knows.
Kicking off in a few days' time is the Marina Dalglish Charity Ball. And this year, it's their biggest one yet.
The guests at the Marina Dalglish Ball pay £250 upwards for a seat. So the expectations are huge. One of the key things to create the wow, to give them the value for money, are the flowers.
Liz has been working with top-end florist Annalisa Evans for over a decade.
We're dealing with lots of celebrities, high-end, very demanding, very particular clients.
I love flowers. I like big, I like bold, I like beautiful. And this year, I want Annalisa to create me some fuck-off arrangements. And she'll deliver. I'm sure she'll deliver. She's never let me down.
The theme is a Midas touch. You know, King Midas, everything you touch turned to gold. Nothing is too out there for Liz at the end of the day. She wants to shock. She wants the impact. Even if somebody says they hate it, she'd rather that than nobody notice what we've put in.
Liz has gone seriously bling and ordered nearly 700 real roses to be covered in wax and then drip-dried in gold paint.
These sort of arrangements, once they're fully dressed on a table, would start at £750 each.
As it's for charity, Annalisa is sponsoring the costs of the 16 enormous gold floral displays.
Oh, I think they'll love it. Big and shiny. It always goes well.
With just 4 hours until the biggest ever Marina Dalglish charity ball, Liz has arrived to check everything is on schedule.
I'm hoping that it's all ship-shape when I walk in the marquee now, and if it isn't, there'll be heads rolling. I don't like these one bit. Marquee is not tight here. Hasn't been joined together, so that's on my tick list. Ellie, take me over to the dance floor. Let's have a look.
Liz's team of 100 have positioned the 640 gold-dipped roses and an LED dance floor.
This is 100% better. Mega. Mega.
After 48 man-hours of prep, lighting director Michael has installed 50,000 LED lights.
Now then, Michael, I don't like the lighting outside.
OK.
And I'd like to make it a bit more dramatic. You know, really...
Well, I think when it goes dark, we can have to play around the look. Obviously, with it being bright daylight, it's going to change again when it goes dark. So. But it's 2 seconds to pull them out, so we'll leave them in, and then it's literally, we can unplug it if we don't want to go with it.
OK.
OK.
What's this on the table? Just phone Diane and ask her what these are for, because they haven't got anything on them.
She said hopefully people will be putting lots of money in them.
Right, well then I think that what might be an idea, rather than have white envelopes all over the table, is that we either put them underneath the napkin, like that.
In it.
You think in it?
I think under.
I think under. Lily's not often right, but on this occasion...
Thank you.
Under. I don't want this on. I think that looks awful.
So, do you want me to ask them to take
Well,
it?
I don't want that on. I absolutely don't want that on, and I certainly don't want it with a spoon.
OK, I'll go.
So I'll go through it. Is Matt here?
Yes, he's in the back.
I'll go and have a chat with him.
Backstage, Chef Matt is working in a temporary kitchen erected to feed the 500.
Liz is here, and I'm probably awaiting the inevitable bollocking. Here we go, we'll see.
I don't want those salt and peppers on the table.
OK.
I don't mind if they come out just after the starter.
OK.
But they're not going to have the salt and pepper with the sea bass, are they, if it's cooked properly?
It's 2 hours until the guests arrive, and Chef Matt has been ordered to deliver Liz an improved lemon meringue pud.
Now that is tons better.
There you go.
I was right, wasn't I?
You're always
I'm
right.
Exactly.
The proof is in the pudding.
OK.
It's better than sex.
I can't remember. Delicious.
Awesome.
Delicious.
That's what we want.
Delivered and delicious.
With 500 of the Northwest's finest arriving, it's crunch time for Liz.
This is where I still, after 30 years, get a few butterflies. I'm a little bit on edge, but very excited. I've got a good feeling about it, and it's going to be an amazing night.
As the guests quaff champagne,
I want to turn the lights down.
Liz is still checking every detail.
This was not cold enough for we.
The ice is coming in now, so we'll sort that.
Yeah, we're going to sort that out.
Behind a dividing curtain lies the razzle-dazzle of stage and dance floor.
Mike, are we ready in here?
And Liz and her team are coordinating the all-important grand unveiling.
What's that on that podium at the back there? There's a bottle of water there, Ellie. Let me just zoom across the room. This is pissing me off. This is really pissing me off. This should have all been done ages ago. Plastic water bottle on the stage. That's going. OK? Lily, can you just run over to the band and just find out why there are 2 speakers and a microphone stand on the podium? It needs to be cleared up and moved now.
OK, I'm going into the hotel now.
I just want to make sure there's no plastic bottles, glass bottles or anything that people shouldn't see. But I think when you walk in, it looks quite fantastic.
Liz gives the order, and the dazzling dance floor is revealed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
phrase is less is more. Well, actually, it's not. The phrase is more is more. It's big and bold and gets people in the mood to put their hands in their pockets and raise some money for the Marina Dalglish appeal, which is why we're here.
Anyway,
as they were saying, this is the best party ever that they've ever been to.
But do party host Marina and husband Kenny Dalglish agree?
Everyone said this is the best one ever, but they say that every year.
Everybody that comes here has a good time, and that's reflected in the fact that it's a repeat booking almost every year.
Yeah.
So you can't do much better than that.
We're leaving that lamp. The photo booth
is going there in the doorway. The sushi guys have come and they're happy.
In Bowden, south of Manchester, wealthy nutritionist Marianne's £2 million home is being given an overhaul by Liz and her team.
Taking down all the pictures, anything that could, you know, possibly break, especially having a bar in here, you don't know what's going to happen.
Careful, be very careful. Bring it in here.
This is somebody's house and this is their stuff. And if we come in all heavy-handed and just go, oh yeah, just pull that out and it breaks, then obviously someone's got to cover that cost, and that's Liz.
Just take it.
Whoa.
Fuck.
All right.
This 20-man operation have just 48 hours to transform Marianne's home into a nightclub that will be packed with 140 partygoers.
I feel like I've emptied the house.
It does look
and it looks like it's about to be redecorated.
Yeah.
In the office, Liz is now worried that the space hasn't got enough of a party vibe.
You walk in and so you've got the DJ booth, you've got the lighting, you've got everything going on, but there's no thing that when you walk in you go, we need something.
Do you mean
that's
like
not...
a prop?
Well, yes. I don't know. I don't know whether to do a floor or something.
I think it has to be in your face for it to work.
I think it needs to be something a little bit girly but sexy. She's as skinny as a minute. Say if we did, you know, the mannequin.
Yeah.
Then I didn't know whether to do like a bikini of flowers.
So that would look cool.
I'd like to phone Annalisa.
Yeah.
To tell her I'm descending.
Fresh from Liz's SOS call, it's down to florist Annalisa to wow the birthday girl.
Right. Liz wants a bit of a statement piece, a bit of fun. 40th birthday. Hi, Eleanor. Help. We need your help. What she tends to forget is that we are a business that has a lot of different calls on our time, lots of different contracts, and then sort of 4:30 we get a phone call to say that she's had a brainwave. She wants something amazing and mega and out there and quirky and all the rest of it for Saturday.
Liz has requested 2 floral mannequins for the party, as you do. And with luck on their side, the team have managed to track one down.
Hallelujah, she's free. That's really nice. Although she'll probably say it's the wrong colour, although I don't know what colour she wants.
I think that's gorgeous, actually. You can bring the colour.
I think trying to do a bikini of flowers would be tacky as hell.
Liz has arrived.
Hiya. Are we okay?
I pulled Tallulah out.
What brief did she give you? Did she not talk about a plain mannequin?
No.
Can we get a plain mannequin?
Have we got those black torsos? We've got just a black torso.
Well, go on, let's have a look at the black torso.
Okay.
I want to do something in a ridiculous colour because the house is plain.
I got some gorgeous pear trees, all the blossoms finished on them. What if we got them sprayed into a really fab colour? Did a carpet flower at the bottom and have all hanging tea lights and hanging candles.
This is what
off
I want. This is the sort of thing
It's
I
too
want.
little,
No,
though.
listen to me. This is the type of thing that I want. That is hideous, but that is the type of thing I want. I just don't think it should be
No,
black.
it needs to be-
I think
it needs to be a colour.
colour. A lime green or a bright red.
I
or
agree.
purple. You could do purple. As long as you can see that it's been made out of
I understand.
floral.
So I think we go with the hot pink
And the
we
green.
go with the, green. The smaller the flower, the more detail we can put in it. Do you want it as a bikini or do you want it as something keep fit?
Oh, no, I've got it.
Go on.
Let's do a really fabulous
really.
dock-off thong
Okay.
on the mannequin.
For event planner Liz Taylor, whose parties can cost hundreds of thousands of pounds,
Hi, you all right?
this is just an average day at work. In Bowden, south of Manchester, it's the morning of wealthy nutritionist Marianne's 40th birthday bash.
Wouldn't mind much and eats if she can't cook.
The garage is being turned into a kitchen for Chef David.
We knew it would be quite tight. In an hour, everything will be okay.
Trainee Lily has successfully sourced mini bathtubs and soup tins for the cocktails.
They look really cool, don't they, those?
Really cool.
The bar.
Right, fine.
And over at Slattery's Bakery, the final touches are being made to the Keep Fit themed birthday cake.
I think that looks really nice. If you were
Yeah.
40, you're going to stand on a set of scales like that, aren't you? Definitely. So, yeah, I think you've done a good job there. Well done, Terry.
30 minutes down the road, florist Annalisa is feeling the pressure, as her staff haven't even started on the mannequin display.
Really cool. Love her.
Liz has ordered 2 fluorescent figures.
Nice bum.
And they've only just arrived in from Germany.
Right, let's action stations now.
One of the models is clad in a floral bikini, and the other in revealing gym gear.
Leg warmers. Pressure's on now. It's 10:30. She wants us on site by 2:30.
The mannequin's late arrival has put the team on the back foot.
Because they're out of water and we are being fairly sadistic with them and gluing and pinning and all the rest, there's only certain flowers that can cope. So actually these are a type of chrysanthemum. It's called Feeling Green, and we're using little pipped celosia heads. They're not expensive flowers, but in something like this, it's the labour you're paying for, not the flower.
These unique floral displays cost £2,500 each.
Each thing has been individually applied, and there's probably, over the 2 models, going to be around 1,000 or even more flower heads. And then we pray that they stay for the duration of the event. Oh, sugar. Do we want to put like an iPod thing on her when you're training? I'm not sure about the legs.
Oh, you're not?
Or what if we did the legs and did a tray of drinks on top of her? We've got the lime green square tray.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom.
Love it.
There you go. Boom.
Back at the house, with 3 hours until the party, Liz is serving up her posh choux platter to Chef David.
Hi, Liz.
Here's my masterpiece, my Saint Laurent choux.
Fantastic.
How chic is that? They'll all be doing this now.
That's fantastic. We'll put some of the cold canapes on there.
Yeah.
Marianne's surprise birthday cake has arrived. And eventually, the floral bikinis made from 1,000 flower heads make their entrance.
Slightly nervous because it's something she's not seen before. You always know it's black and white. There's no grey with Liz. She loves it or she hates it, and you know exactly where you stand.
Ah! It's amazing! Whose idea was it to do the headphones? Oh. It's amazing.
You like?
Annalisa is absolutely...
Is it what you wanted?
It's better than what I wanted,
really?
yes.
Honestly? You like?
Yeah, I love it. It was just what was missing. I can't wait for her to see it. Look at that! Oh, gosh!
With the display mannequins now in place, nutritionist Marianne's house-turned nightclub is open for business.
I love it! Look at the one on the bar.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
God, I love... That is incredible. That is me running. I love it.
I've never seen anything like that ever.
Made specially for the birthday girl.
I love it.
It's incredible. That's why I used you.
So the floral bikinis are working. But will Lily's cocktail containers get Liz's stamp of approval?
Love, love, love this. Well done, Lily. Fabulous. I love that.
The guests begin to arrive.
Wow.
The bespoke cocktails are flowing.
Now that is a four-star martini!
And in the pop-up kitchen, Chef David is serving up the canapes on a £600 shoe.
Off you go.
And is this high heel this season?
Yeah, it looks maybe like it might be. Good luck.
It's amazing. Amazing, absolutely fantastic. The cocktails are great, and just like even that, the attention to detail that they've sort of branded her own cans and stuff.
A lot of food's gone. No complaints. That's the main thing.
Liz has pulled off a brilliant bash, but it's not over yet, as she has one final surprise.
The cake! Was that your idea? The cake? I've never seen such a big cake in my life. I loved it. I think it's been more than great. I'm having the most amazing time, and I really genuinely think all my guests are loving it.
I think the amazing thing about what we do is that they are pieces of a jigsaw that all come together, and sometimes if you're looking in from the outside you think, what is she on? You know, who puts fucking champagne in a bar? But I've been doing it for a long time. I know what works. You've got to think out of the box. You've got to think of the maddest things possible. That's what it's all about. It's the wonder of the party.